everyone, welcome back to TV Buzz Zone. When it comes to supernatural hybrids, two universes stand out from the rest, Underworld and the Vampire Diaries. Both introduce characters who shattered the limits of what we thought was possible in their respective worlds. Beings that weren't just powerful, but also unpredictable, unique, and almost unstoppable. But when it's all said and done, who really sits at the top of the food chain? Is it Michael Corvin, the first successful hybrid in the Underworld universe? Or is it Klaus Mikaelson, the original vampire, born from a powerful witch and a werewolf father from the Vampire Diaries universe? To answer that, we need to start at the beginning. Before we talk power levels, abilities, and weaknesses, we need to understand what these hybrids actually are, how they came to be, how they function, and what makes them different from every other creature in their universe. Spoiler alert, this video contains major plot points from both Underworld and the Vampire Diaries. In the Underworld franchise, hybrids are the rarest and most dangerous species in existence. The entire saga centers on the ancient war between vampires and werewolves known as Lycans in this universe. Michael wasn't just a random doctor caught in the middle. He was a direct descendant of Alexander Corvinus, the first immortal and the genetic source of both vampire and Lycan lines. While vampires and Lycans were transformed by mutated viruses stemming from Alexander's two sons, Michael's bloodline remained pure and untouched by either curse, but capable of integrating both. After being bitten by Lucian, the leader of the Lycans, and later by Selene, a vampire, Michael's transformation was triggered by his unique DNA mixing with both viral strains, and he became the first hybrid, a being with the strength, speed, and regeneration of both species without many of their weaknesses. He could walk in sunlight, had near-limitless stamina, and could overpower even the strongest of vampires or Lycans. Now let's switch over to the Vampire Diaries universe. Niklaus Mikaelson, better known as Klaus, is the world's first hybrid. He and his siblings were turned into the first vampires when their mother used dark magic to make them immortal. His werewolf side stayed dormant because it was suppressed by a curse their mother cast to keep his dual nature in check. Centuries passed before the curse was finally broken, requiring the sacrifice of a doppelganger, a werewolf and a vampire. Klaus then became a powerful hybrid, possessing the immortality, speed, strength, and healing of an original vampire fused with the heightened instincts and raw aggression of a werewolf. He also could sire hybrids like him. He could do this by feeding werewolves his blood and having them die with a doppelganger's blood in their system. So while Underworld hybrids are the product of viral science and evolution, TVD hybrids are creatures of magic, curses, and blood sacrifice. Now that we've got the backstories straight, let's put these hybrids under the microscope. Let's talk raw power. Michael Corvin is a genetic superweapon. He has the full strength of a vampire and a Lycan with none of their limitations. He can tear through vampires and Lycans like paper, regenerate from serious injuries, and his speed is off the charts. He is fast enough to dodge attacks in the blink of an eye, and unlike regular vampires, he doesn't burn in the sun. His durability? Through the roof. He took beatings from Viktor, Marcus, and William, but still got back up swinging. Add to that his berserker-like combat style, and Michael is basically a walking tank with the agility of a panther. Now let's bring in Klaus. He isn't just strong, he's terrifyingly smart about how he uses his power. As a hybrid, he's immortal, heals faster than any normal vampire or werewolf, and can't be killed by a regular stake. He can compel vampires, rip hearts out in a blink, and fight werewolves in their wolf form without breaking a sweat. Where Klaus really stands out is in his quick regenerative ability. Snap his neck, he's back in seconds. Stab him in the heart, try again. Unless you've got a white oak stake, he's not staying down. Klaus's bite is also lethal to vampires. What about limitations? Michael's main weakness is that we don't really know his ceiling. His power is insane, but Underworld never explored the full scope of what he can do. He's also a bit reactive. He fights instinctively, but he's not a strategist. In a straight brawl, he's lethal. But would he outthink someone like Klaus? Klaus, on the other hand, is vulnerable to magic. Witchcraft plays a huge role in the TVD universe, and while Klaus is nearly indestructible, he has been brought to his knees by a powerful enough spell. He also tends to be emotional, impulsive, and often underestimates his enemies, which has led to several near deaths. So who wins? In a no-prep one-on-one fight, things might look even at first. Both are hybrids, both are powerful, and both are nearly impossible to kill. Michael Corvin is a genetically perfect hybrid, but his healing factor isn't that instant. When Marcus drove his wing talon through Michael's chest and impaled his heart, Michael didn't just bounce back. His heart stopped. He was essentially dead for a while until it slowly started beating again. Klaus, on the other hand, heals within seconds from most injuries. He's taken repeated stabbings, broken bones, gunshots, and bites, and every single time, his body heals in seconds. Theoretically, Klaus should be able to compel Michael. And if that's the case, he could end the fight before it even starts. He could order Michael to rip his own heart out. Let's talk about efficiency. Michael struggled when Viktor's vampire guards opened fire during his fight with Viktor. He didn't plow through them. He was clearly distracted and needed Selene's help to push through. That shows us that he's not a multi-target fighter. Klaus, however, is a monster in the middle of chaos. He's wiped out groups of vampires and even an entire squad of hybrids, and he did it calmly, quickly, and with full control. He's not just strong, he's efficient, tactical, and ruthless under pressure. If he can tear through armies, handling a lone Michael is not going to be a problem. Even if we give both characters time to prepare, Klaus still holds the advantage. He's got centuries of experience manipulating enemies, setting traps, and dominating smarter, stronger beings. Michael, while powerful, has no history of strategy. He's reactionary, not calculated. Klaus fights with purpose. Michael fights with instinct. Final verdict? Michael is strong and deadly, but Klaus is stronger, faster to heal, harder to kill, and far more tactical. He thrives in chaos, adapts in real time, and has taken down larger threats than Michael without breaking a sweat. The verdict is clear. Klaus overwhelms Michael on every front. Both Underworld and the Vampire Diaries redefined what it means to be a hybrid in vampire-werewolf supernatural fiction. Underworld gave us a science-driven evolution with Michael Corvin, a silent powerhouse born of genetic perfection, while the Vampire Diaries crafted Klaus Mikaelson, a magical juggernaut blending vampire immortality with werewolf fury and centuries of strategy. So if you're into raw biological transformation and brutal showdowns, Michael might be your pick. But our pick is the villain-turned-anti-hero with inner conflict and ruthless tactics. But hey, that's just our take. Now we want to hear from you. Who do you think would win? Klaus or Michael? Or is there another hybrid out there you think deserves the crown? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome updates. If you enjoyed this breakdown, you'll love our other video comparing Twilight to the Vampire Diaries. Or if you're curious about what the stars are up to now, check out our cast updates on the originals, the Vampire Diaries, and even Twilight. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.